Perhaps I can take this time and opportunity to write a letter to the Right Honorable, the President of this Republic of Kenya, Mr. Ruto. What has been happening? It's nothing new. It's a phenomenon, a political phenomenon for that nature. You see, in those days when you are young, you also had a group by the name Y2K to champion the rights for a multi-party. But then you are among the young boys. Then came a time to fight for liberation, and together with the young people, you came up to fight the Moi regime, and you made it. You succeeded. Then it came a time for Mr. Kibaki when he was on his regime. There was a team by the name Yes Youth You Can. It was all about youths being empowered to participate in the political atmosphere, being empowered to participate in the national development. So whoever came up with the so-called Gen Z, it's nothing new. It is just a political phenomena of which you should not be shaken. What you need to do is to get acquainted with and be able to take slow on handling political matters which are very delicate for that matter. You see the way you are behaving in a crooked way of handling and mishandling the young people. It shows that you are worried. It shows that you are afraid of something. Yet this is just a natural political phenomena of which you need to handle. You see, the reason is, the fact is, as long as any regime, as long as you are in a leadership, expect opposition of whatever kind. You can never lead a country, you can never be a leader without any opposition. You can never have a smooth run of any leadership in anywhere. Even a father in the house always has opposition from children, or rather some opposition from the wife. And that is how you can be able to understand your leadership skills of handling things. So far what is happening, as much as you're trying to go around the country, trying to understand what people are thinking about the new generation, it's a simple thing. The fight is all about economical emancipation, or rather political and economical emancipation from the young people. The truth of the matter is, you are the president of this country. You are one person, and 55 million people are under you. Apart from the 21 cabinet people you sit with in the office, all these other people are on the ground. When you and your cabinet can take a cup of tea in the morning, it doesn't mean that all the 55 millions are also taking a cup of tea in the morning. It's only but a few people who are employed or who can earn some money are enjoy life in Kenya, but the rest, the population, 7% of the Kenyan populations are unemployed. So taking this in cognition, as much as you try to talk of housing project being a model of employment, but the truth of the matter is just a fraction of the youths, a fraction of the Kenyan population are actually engaged, or rather can take part in the housing project and be able to earn something. Yes, it's a good project. When you talk of from the optimistic point of view, it is a good project that can still move this country forward to another level. But the challenge we have in this country, my friend, my ruto, get to understand that we are African from the African nature, whereby a family man always have some 2, 3, or 4 kids, and the population is still growing as the day goes. I want you to take a minute and think of the millennium 2030, the vision 2030, vision 2040, vision 2050. How is the country population of this country is going to be? How is the population of these African nations is going to be? Yet the perimeters of these nations will always remain squarely. No, what I mean is the population is always increasing every now and then, but the resources are limited, and in fact getting depleted every now and then. We are exhausting all the resources, yet the population are increased. So therefore the problems we have in the country Kenya is the same problem we have in the country Uganda, is the same problem we have in Tanzania, the same problem we have in Nigeria, the same problem we have in all African countries. We are living within the African culture whereby the population is always increasing. This is a matter of taking compare yourself with the European nations, compare yourself with the Asian nations. As much as the China also population is as much as it's growing together with the Asian people, but you can compare the kind of policies they have, and you compare with the African countries. So even if we are going to fight within ourselves in African countries, complaining with ourselves of what is the problem we are facing. The problem began all the way from our cultural beliefs, our cultural practices. Therefore, I'm giving you as an advice for the President Ruto that you should be able to sit down and understand that we are Africans and take things slowly. Because as much as you're going to be the leader of this country, you're going to face the challenges. You're going to face a lot of criticism. Kwa mpole.